How goes it, everybody? I'm Cujo, and welcome back for another FTB Skies episode. So, last episode we got our reactor and turbine up and running. We also went to space with our tier 2 rocket. Let's go place this back down. Ooh, I gotta get out of F5 mode because that's gonna screw me up. We got a tier 2 rocket done. We can probably actually let me see here. Let's do this. Let's go back to Mars real quick. All right, so back here, this is what I did between episodes. I set up a builder here, and we're collecting basically just iron, diamonds, ice shards, and a ton of ostrum. This is the second run of it. If we look at ostrum, we got a bunch so far. Ostrum, right there. We got a 1.1k of ostrum, so that's pretty cool. I have a item filter pulling out Mars cobblestone out of there also, so all of that just gets trashed and it's not clogging up our chest. All right, so back home, we got to get doing some stuff. I think we can claim an overpowered quest, probably. So let's see if we can get that done. I believe we need Swift Steel Alloy, 32, Terra Steel, and 128 Dash. I don't know how much Swift Steel we have. Hopefully we don't have to make some. Yes, we don't. We have gotten enough. We only need 32. We have way more than what we need. Right? Was that what it said, 32 of them? No, we did need 64. So let's submit that. We got a stack of those. We need 32 Terra Steel. So we need 12 more of these guys. And then we need some Dash. Was it 2 stacks of Dash, I think? 128. There's our Dash. And is our Terra Steel done yet? Should be. All right, so we have what we need, I believe. We can submit our Dash. We can submit our Terra Steel. And we get our creative pool, mana pool deal of essences. So we can hop under here, break this guy, set that down. Is this bound to here? No, we want this to here. This to here. We don't want that one there anyways. There, we'll upgrade that one to this deal. I think go like that, maybe? I don't know. It's shooting at it, it should be fine. So that's everything done here. Let's test. I want to test this out since we have unlimited mana now. Let's make some more Terra Steel. See how fast it goes. Let's do like 20. I think as long if we upgraded this, it would be a lot faster. The mana is not the issue anymore. These pools are not getting any mana though. Do we not have? Did we lose the spark? Oh, we did lose the spark. So I think we need to, let's do that. There we go. Now all the mana's flying all over. That'll bring that quicker along. Now we're flying. Super amazing. So for the next one, it's going to be a little more difficult because we need to get Crying Obsidian. If you look at Crying Obsidian, we need the anti-protonic nucleus synthesizer. We need this. And in order to run this with Obsidian into Crying Obsidian, we need antimatter. And to get antimatter, we need the super critical phase shifter. All right, so we need to get enough polonium and plutonium and HDPE sheets going in order to make 60 of these casings, I believe is what it takes. So we need 60 casing. That's enough for the ports and everything. So we need to go back to our house to get those going. We are also starting to fill up on our pipes over here with our nuclear waste. We're almost halfway full. So we have a lot of stuff to break into. So that means we can get a few machines set up. And what we need for machines, if we look in mechanism here, is we are going to need the solar neutronium collector activator deal. That's what I said. Solar neutronium activator. And that's going to get us this, which gets us into the antimatter stuff up there. And that'll also get us into the fission stuff. But we're not doing the fission stuff just quite yet. So let's automate the process of making this, right? We need HDPE sheets to make it, looks like. Which we are not going to be able to automate that part. So we need to look into getting HDPE sheets first. If we look in here, it comes from HDPE pellets. Enriching them is the better way. It's 3-to-1. And we can get in the pressurized reaction chamber with oxygen and liquid ethylene, which we are making. This should be fairly easy to do. we can pump some of this liquid ethylene out of our already making it process, and we can get the pressurized reaction chamber with substrate and oxygen. So let's get this pressurized reaction chamber done. There we go. Water's going in. Liquid ethylene's going in. We got HDPE ready and coming out. I don't think we're going to need a ton of this. So I may not... I still don't know why this is highlighted. What did I do to highlight this? I don't get it. I don't know. Well, let's clean up our inventory a little bit. It's not super pretty. And something's highlighted for absolutely no reason. But it's working. We're almost up to a stack of HDPE pellets. And we can just form those into... Actually, the enrichment chamber is probably better. We should probably import these, I guess. I'm guessing it's probably a good idea for us to do that. So items are going to output the front. We just need cables. We need more cables. We're going to start having to get some more stuff going for our cables, I think. We just got to hop underneath and connect it all up. Why? I don't know why that is high. What did I do to... I know I friggin' fat-fingered something. We seriously have no cables running over here. All right, so now this is... That's bugging me so bad. We just need some speed upgrades. We're not going to need stacks. It's not that fast. Speed upgrades. We should be putting HDPE pellets in. We can set up a drawer for those. I don't think we're going to need more than 2,000 of them, but we'll see. So now we should be able to make our solar neutron collectors, activators deals. Can we make 10 of these? We're missing bronze. We have not... Mechanism bronze ingot. What is the recipe for mechanism bronze? See, I only see thermal bronze. Yeah, see, it says thermal series bronze, which is weird. Did my recipe have a different one? It's thermal bronze. I don't know why it's converting like that. That's kind of interesting. We need to make bronze. Bronze is super easy. There we go. That's a crafting one, so now we should be able to make 10 of these guys. And there's our 10 solar neutron activators. Of course, they don't stack, so we'll just throw them in our inventory. So how are we going to set this up? We need to pump in, if we look at the polonium, we need to pump all this stuff in here. We're going to need power for these, right? We want to get the polonium to start. Or I think that's all we're really going to need from these. We can either make tritium or polonium. We want to make tritium or polonium. So we just need to pump this stuff in. So let's make like a line of these guys. And then we'll get our pressurized tube. So I was just thinking, we're not going to be able to set them up this way because we need 2 sides from every one. I guess we could run power underneath. Oh, they don't need power, do they? So we can pump out underneath. And that'll work. Or pump out of the back, actually. Output back, maybe? Let's see if we can do that. Gases. Back. Output. Alright, so that's all set up. We should be able to take our pressurized tube. And this should get us our polonium once it's daytime. It's nighttime right now, so it is not going to work. There we go. They're almost all full now. Doesn't have enough room to output. So if we go... Let's grab another entangler. Oh, can you can't do... They won't go in there, will they? Because they're irradiated. I don't think the entangler will take them because it's not showing that it's taking them. So we just need water and polonium with fluorite dust. So what we can do here... We can pipe this down, right? But we can get down into an area that's a little easier for us to work in. So up through here, we need, what's it called, to make our polonium pellets. Another pressurized reaction chamber. We are not going to use this one because that one was not working. Oh, I think it was me. It was me. It was definitely me. But I think this is going to have stuff in it. It's going to screw us up. Yeah, it's got that in it. So we might as well trash this. Let's make 2 of these and see if we can do that. So if we take our pressurized tube, bring it down over here, and we're going to have to come up through this one. We made a mistake there. We made a little bit of a mistake. So now these are full of polonium, right? This one is not because it's not configured correctly. Input on gases, fluids, gases. Input here. So we're inputting gases, we're polonium. Now we just need water to both of these. So if we grab a sink, Place a sink right down behind here where this torch is. Hook up some pipe to it. There's a loop bee just wasting away stuff. Dropping it into the void. And now we should be getting polonium. Oh, we need the fluorite dust, right? So that's another side needed. So we need exporter. Is it fluorite dust? We need crafters in here. Actually, we don't need a crafter. We can do a requester. Or we have a requester actually set up already. And we can just throw that into the requester to keep a certain amount of stuff in it. So now our exporters are set up. We just need to set them up with the right stuff. So it's fluorite dust we need, which is in the crusher. We can make it 1-to-1. Okay, those now know to export fluorite dust. We just don't have any fluorite dust. We need to go make a recipe for that. We'll throw our fluorite dust recipe in our ultimate crushing factory. Where did we put our requester? Right here. So I got a requester hidden behind here to make uranium. And all we have to do, since we have recipe, we just need to place that in there. It's going to make sure we have at least 2,000 fluorite in our system. If it doesn't have 2,000 fluorite, it should be sending stuff to the crusher. There we go. There we go. See that? Sends it to the crusher to get crushed up to start getting our 2,000 going. So our machine should now be... Oh, we're going to need to put spent nuclear waste somewhere. I think that's going to go out the back. And we need to put a point on here because we don't have a point. So they're not doing anything. That was rude. Alright, we got power. We're getting spent nuclear waste. This one we're not. Why are we not exporting fluorite dust? Is it because this one's... Oh, because we probably haven't set up items to input. On that side. There we go. Spent nuclear waste is going to come out the back. We're going to need 2 importers. We need to get some more of the stuff. From this dude and this dude. I really should automate this. And we're just going to pipe our spent nuclear waste right out the back here. So if we grab some pressurized tubes, I just took off my bar. We can connect these up, and we'll connect them up to some barrels to be decayed. But we have our 2 importers now, so we can grab these, place one there, add some speed upgrades, and connect with some cables. So now we are making polonium pellets. But we also need to tell this to output front. And output front. There we go. Can grab those for our quest. Which gives us 1 nuclear waste barrel. Also make a hazmat suit. Oh, we can make the mech suit now too. What does this take? Oh, polonium, basic conduct. We have most of this stuff. Most of this stuff is available to us. I don't think we're going to make that right this second, though. We're going to focus on getting enough polonium, and then we'll shut these machines down. We need to make 60 of the casings. All right, so we're also going to need plutonium also, plutonium pellets. So I set up an isotropic centrifuge here, which is going to convert our nuclear waste into plutonium. I then have that pumping out the bottom, going downstairs. And we have a setup just like we do for that, but we only have 1 of them. We don't really need as much. So and we're not making as much polonium. So we can do this, and we just have some pipes run out for our nuclear waste. We're eventually going to get barrels on these so stuff can decay over time. But we're making our polonium and polonium. Now, what we needed those for, again, was for our SPS casings. Which I did not save on here. So we need our SPS casings. We need our SPS ports. I think we need 60 SPS casings. So if we come in here, make a recipe for our SPS casing, Can we craft 60 of these yet, or how close are we? We're missing a bunch of HDPE because we need a bunch of those. Because there's 4 per. So we need 240 sheets, and then there's a bunch of that for that. So we need to upgrade our HDPE. Not upgrade, we just need to wait for it to come. And then we're missing some polonium. We have enough plutonium, or polonium, so we can probably shut this stuff down. All right, I'm just going to disconnect the power on these guys. And they will eventually stop running once the power is gone. All right, so we're going to kind of go a little bit of a different direction here because we ran out of fissile fuel. We have some now, but that's because I stopped the generator and let it catch up. The reason we ran out of fissile fuel, ran out of uranium, and we ran out of sulfur, both. So we were not generating fuel quick enough, so I turned it off so I can let stuff back up. So once we get our SPS, as it's called, running, then we can fire it back on, so we're getting all the poloniums to do the things with to make the antimatters. But I want to find another source of power for doing the SPS type thing. So I got a builder set up. We got another little island we're going to build here. Put this on output. Should probably bypass limit. And we should just have to hit the button, hit the start, or the stop button. Hit the stop button. It's got power. It's got the card. It sees it. There we go. I don't know why. Oh, because I haven't used this one yet. This is a new builder. I left my other one on Mars. So we're just making this out of dirt for the first one. And I think we're going to put our thing down inside of this. Probably going to need more still. Takes a lot of dirt. I don't think I did. Did I do hollow on this? I think I did solid, didn't I? I did do solid. We're going to carve out a little bit of a room inside there because I should have done hollow, which I did not. All right, so that's all we needed from this guy. Put it back away. That's how I've been making our little islands here pretty much. And then I'll come through with a different shape underneath. Like this one I did a heart for some reason, which it's basically a bottom dome. But we'll get into that, get that going. Actually, maybe I should make a bottom dome here too. So this is going to be our space where we get this up and running. This is going to be the Mycelial Reactor. Obviously, we're a little off-centered. I don't know if the dome's off-centered or if I just picked my spot off-centered. But that's fine because we're going to put the reactor in the center and we'll get it all set up and running. I'm going to go back to the base. We're going to get auto-crafting all the generators that we need for the reactor. All right, so we got all of our generators crafted up. It wasn't too difficult to get we had most of the stuff we had to make them. We already had recipes for, so it wasn't too difficult. We got the Mycelial Reactor here in the middle. And then underneath, we put a little dome down here, and I've cleared out access to each one of these generators so we can kind of input stuff. We may need to use a second side on some of them because some of them need more than one thing. So like the culinary Mycelial Reactor. Let's start with that guy. I think, what we need a bunch of exporters. Let's get those. So we have 14 right now. Let's craft up like another 30 just to make sure we have some. So the culinary one is going to be right there. So what we're going to do for this, we're going to have to run a line in here. But we're going to export. Let's get some speed upgrades because why not? Actually, we need one less because we're going to need crafting upgrade on this also. And let's get a crafting upgrade. And what we're going to do is we're going to do golden carrots. We got carrots getting made up in our isotropic dew, whatever it's called, deal. Where would be a good place to bring a line in here? Should be able to run one through there. All right, so we got our culinary generator plugged in with golden carrot crafting upgrade deal. It is filling up with golden carrots. We have food input. We could adjust sides for. We don't need to. It's already going in. Speed upgrades, carrot upgrade. It's got a carrot upgrade in it. But that is all set and running. As you can see, we got power coming in. I want to pump this into our network. What is it called? Our generator network. So I'm going to put plug on here. Put it on generator. And then it's generating a whole whopping 96 FE a tick. It's not going to do much. But once these all get powered together, we'll throw a plug on here and we'll put it on our phase shifter network. We'll make a new network for our phase shifter deal, and all the power will be going to that. So what is the one next to here? Frosty, right? This one, if we look at Frosty generator, if we hit uses on this guy, we can do ice. Blue ice is actually not too terrible. Ice is 20 seconds, 16. Blue ice lasts the longest. And we do have ice production going. So maybe we could do blue ice, but we also have snowballs going. They only produce 5 versus 40, but really we're not going to need that. So the easier way might be to just do... which side are we on here? There we go. Might be easier to just do snowballs because we're not going to run out of those because we'll be using them slower than we're producing, I believe. That is not correct. So if we go snowballs in here, exporting, and we just have to link up with some cable. And then this should be generating power also. Yes, it is. Look at that. Super amazing. We got 16 in there. There's a bat flying on my face. I don't appreciate it. We can set down our plug, put this on the network, and we are golden. 5 FE a tick. Super amazing. All right, so for our metallurgic mycelial generator, if we take a look at it, let's grab here, metallurgic, right here, this guy. So what this is, if we hit uses, we need to export meat, liquid meat. Luckily, we have some liquid meat saved up, and any ingot into it. So I think we're probably going to, I don't know, does this make you slow? Because like I come over here and I'm like, I can't move. But we can do an input on the backside. Let's do fluids. Let's do liquid meat. Do some speed upgrades because everything's got to be super fast. We should be able to bust down through the floor here and get a pipe set up there. So on the underside, we're going to put another pipe and we're going to export iron because I believe that's what we have the most of. Some iron ingots. Export that there. That should fill up. All we gotta do is connect it now. We should be getting our liquid meat now. We're getting our iron ingots now. We're generating power now. That's the big deal. So if we grab another point, where's our deal here? This one. Slap it on there. Put it on generator. I mean, it's not doing much. 200 FE a tick. Everything helps. How are we doing on power? That our reactor is not running because we ran out of fuel. I mean, I believe we're going up. We're inputting like 85, and I don't see that getting up into the 8s very often. We're getting 85 constant every tick, so we should be... Oh, and I need to fix this. All right, so what do we have next? The potion mycelial generator. Let's look at what we can use and figure out how we can automate it. So looking deeper, we can actually just use a water bottle. It does the same thing as the awkward potion. So that should be very easy to do because we can... Let's hop down underneath. This is where we wanted to go here, right? Let's grab a sink. Sinks are basically free. Let's just throw that right there, right? Then let's do a fluid encapsulator. We can just chuck that guy down right there. We can just pump in some water into it. Get an input on that. And then we just need to run an exporter to here for glass bottles, right? So I figured it out. The glass bottles, we're going to... they're still not coming here, though. Oh, because we didn't configure input. Oh, can't input on the front. So we're going to have to move this. What I was saying is that all of our honey bottles were going to the bee farm for some, not for some reason, to bottle honey. But we don't really need that, I don't believe, anymore. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we just need power on this, which we're probably going to have to come from underneath now because it wanted to be difficult. Let's grab a component, speed it up a bit. I don't know why it's taking so long to fill up with power. I think these machines can only accept so much power. Oh, and it doesn't have like a buffer. It needs to be moved out. Let's grab some logistical transporters. And we should start sending these up. It's on output on the top. Oh, we need it to export the bottles somewhere. So let's do an importer on here. And we'll import glass bottles only on a whitelist. That should take care of that problem, I believe. There we go. It's making not much power, but it is running continually. And that's really the goal of this. What do we got next? Explosive. We might hold off on that one for a minute. Disenchantment generator. So if we get a book with any... We can basically do a book with any deal here. Any enchantment, I believe. So is there an auto enchanter type thing? Would it be the enchantment factory? Is that what we're looking for? All right, so I got a couple more set up. I just want to bring you back in real quick as we're doing this. I think we showed this one. I don't really remember. The bottles of water just coming from fluid encapsulator. We got the liquid. I know I went over that one already. But we did get this one going. Enchantment generator. Disenchantment generator. So it's going to take the enchantments off and create books. So what we have is we have fluid essence getting pumped in through this exporter into here with a book, and then as this opens up and has an inventory space, it's going to suck that book up into here, take the enchantments off of it, which generates 413 FE a tick, usually 430. Maybe it depends on the enchantment, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably. The stronger the enchantments, the more power it generates. But the book then gets sucked back out into the system, so we're just completely cycling books. We do have a crafting upgrade on here, just in case we run out of books, but I don't think we will since we're cycling them back in. Then we just have, in the magma generator, we just have fluid lava getting spit into it. The nether star one is pretty neat. It does give us a wither effect, I believe, so we're not going to turn it on quite yet. So we're just going to leave that one. That one's super easy. We do have we have a lot of nether stars, I'm guessing. Nether stars. We got 11,000 nether stars. That should run for a little bit. Ender mycelial generator. What does this need? So it's ender pearls, or I think we'll just do ender pearls because we have those and doesn't need any crafting. So let's do an exporter here. Slap. Oh, we need some more speed upgrades. So we just need ender pearls into this and pump it into our system. And we should be going with power on this one now. Yes. There we go. We just got to put a plug on it so it's continually running. Slimy mycelial generator I need to look up because I don't know how this one runs. Apparently I made 2 of these ones. So we need a slime ball and milk. Okay, how much milk do we have? We only have 333 buckets. 338 buckets. That's not great. We might have to do a setup for milk. Let's do that real quick. All right, so I think this will be a little bit faster. Ooh, I'm just destroying the base. How are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Oh, because you can hop up on there, huh? Well, let's grab our fences. We need to make a little bit of a shield here. There we go. Now they shouldn't be able to hop up and around there. Let's just in case, we'll put another deal right there. So we already get filled up with 8,000 buckets. 8,000 buckets. 8,000 millibuckets. 8 buckets we're filled up with. So we can just put an importer into this, and it will send all the milk into our system. And I'm probably going to keep breeding them up just to increase how much milk we're getting in these fluids. There we go. That sound is very terrible. That's a very terrible sound. How much milk are we getting now? We do have a milk thing over here. This is how I was getting milk before, milk in a jar with a puller upgrade. But as you can see, oh yeah, we have 664 million buckets. I don't think that's millibuckets. Maybe it's millibuckets, but I don't think so because we're at 520 some buckets right now. So milk is handled. We're good on milk now. All right, so back over here at our generator, we can now get our inputs set in. One is going to be for milk. Let's do fluids. Milk. Put that fluid type in, get some speed upgrades. And in here, we're going to need slime, right? Slime balls. We have 100,000 some of these stored up in our system. Hopefully that's enough to keep it running. I need to have so much crap in my inventory right now. I was breeding the cows trying to get some more. I don't know if we're going to need any more. Oh, and I made some soundproofers because that was annoying. So this should be running now. Yes, it is. Let's go put our plug on it. And we're running good there. What's next? Halitosis. This is easy to get also, because if you look at Dragon's Breath, we have 70,000 because we have these ender predictions running through the mob looting deal. We have that in our hands, so we might as well get this hooked up. And then this is just going to need a simple exporter, and that'll be set up. Halitosis generator is running. 40 FE a tick. It's not a ton. Not a ton, but it's good. It's going. Death. This one, I don't know what it runs on. So if we look at uses, rotten flesh, bones, wither, skeletons. How much rotten flesh do we have? 16,000. Hopefully that lasts. I know we're still getting more, so we can just pump in rotten. I think we get an effect from this, though. So I think this one and the nether star we get an effect from, and then this has an explosion, so it gives you like a tick of damage each time. So we'll hold off on that one. Furnace mycelial generator, I think we just need coal for. So we should just be able to slap an exporter on with speed and coal. Just connect it into our system here. And we're generating power there. We're getting close to being done with these. I wish it showed like a status of like it sees 14 of the 16 running. Pink mycelial generator we're going to have to take a look at also. All right, for our pink deal, we're going to have to do something different here. We're going to have to get a little creative. We can run it on these pink mystical flowers. Let's get some dirt. How do I not have dirt? There we go. For some reason it wasn't showing up there. Oh, we got another Dice of Fate. Super amazing. Can we get something cool with it? Oh, a bunch of friggin' runes and stuff. That'll work. Well, I was AFK for a little bit. So for this, let's think about how we want to do this. That's it right there, right? Maybe we'll do this right here. Can we plant this on dirt, or does it have to be grass? We can plant it on dirt. So we need to find something that we can use bone meal with. Maybe like a user of some kind? Item user, autonomous right-clicking activation. That might work. Let's try using this user. All right, so there's our user. So if we pop this down here, I don't know if this is considered an entity or a block. Let's see, if we do just manually put some into test here. There we go. Okay, so let's turn that off for now. And then on top of that, we might use a vacuumulator, one of these guys. Ooh, we just got another Dice of Fate. More runes. More runes. More Gaia Spirit. All the stuff we're going to need. All right, so if we get our vacuumulator done, let's set this up on... let's just put it on top here. Right? Doesn't need power because it's super cool and amazing. We need a filter. Let's craft up a filter. So it just gets installed in the augments. And we can do a filter with that and allow list. So as this goes, we could probably slow it down a bit. Let's do like 20 tick. Right? If we turn this always on. Okay, it's picking them up. So if we just take a logistical transporter now. So if we hop upstairs, yes, we are full now, and it's filling up on our deals. So let's grab a plug. We can plug it in to the top here. Get it all set up the way we like it. Not output, generator is what we want. And it's working. And it's working faster. We're making it faster than it can burn it. So we can probably even slow this tick down. Wonder if we do it at like a 40. So we're slowly going up right now, so that's good. So we're not going to be wasting extra bone meal if we don't need to. So if we look at the crimmed mycelial generator, maybe the easiest thing to do is a mushroom, probably either the warp fungus or the crimson fungus. What is a good way to automate these? That makes obsidian. No, we want to use recipes, not uses. Machine outputs. So if we do get the spore recreator, we can get crimson fungus. I've never used that block. Let's see how that works. So we got our spore recreator here. We hop down underneath. We need to go to that guy, right? So let's put this one back here, maybe? So it's going to need power. It's going to need an ME line. Can we do sides? It looks like all the sides work. That's a plug. That's not a point. Let's grab a point. I don't even know. Yeah, we are going to need, actually, an exporter on this because we're going to have to pump into it and pump out of it, I believe, would be a best way to do this. So if we do crimson spores, if we do one of those guys, speed it up, and let's do, instead of doing, we'll do an importer from the top. Okay, now this should be getting crimson spores, right? What kind of fluid does it need? Is it water, probably? Probably, right? That would make sense. It doesn't really say, though, so we're going to try water. Okay, it is working. So each time it gets it, it's going to go up one. We can probably do some add-ons in this and make it faster. So if we do, like, one each of these, probably. So how much is going up by each time? So 3 that time. So it looks like 3 guaranteed, pretty much. So once this is full, I'm going to go make a drawer for these. All right, so I'm waiting for that to build up a little bit so we don't end up primarily pulling... I can't get up here. So we should be able to place an exporter up on our crimmed dude with an export for the crimmed spores. And I don't want to do this until we have like extra built up into the system because I don't want it to start not putting it into here. This is full now with 3 stacks. So we should be good. We have another 200 or so in here. So if we just slap this guy up into here first, and then it'll start going, and we can just hook our cable up into there. We should be able to put our plug on now. It's generating super slow. It's only 20 FE a tick. But again, we're not going for the power from this. So let's throw it on our generator. And that's another one done. So we only have a couple of these left to do. Rocket mycelial generator. Let's take a look at this. I have no idea what this one uses. I'm guessing like firework rockets. So you can't actually hit uses on this. They're not. They don't have a recipe put in for it. So let's try a firework rocket. So let's try this. If we slap in, no, firework rocket will not take it. So what else? What kind of rockets are there? That's the only rocket. The only thing I can think of is to add like the firework stars to it. So let's see. I don't even remember how to do that. There's firework star. It doesn't have a recipe. I need to look up this recipe real quick. Okay, so if you just put some dye in there, then you'll be good. So now how do we make this if we use uses on that? Okay, that's going to make firework things. If we just add this to a firework, is that what it does? No. So maybe if we add it to here? Yes. So that's how we add it. We can remember that recipe. Will this one go in? Yes, this... Okay, and we're levitating. We're levitating. Why is it giving us levitation? I'm going to float so it doesn't give us levitation. Okay, so that's how we do it. We need to make a star. So what's the best way for us to do this? So I'm going to try using a crafting card and see if that keeps up. So let's make a recipe for that. And then let's move that, get some paper. So that should give us the correct recipe. Everything I believe we know now. And it's all crafting stuff, so it should be pretty quick. Actually, I don't know if I put speed upgrades in. I put a bunch of more crafters back here, and I doubt I put speed upgrades in them. Okay, so we got it hooked up here, and it does work. It is staying caught up with this setup here. I would just make sure you have the exact mode on. I don't know if it's going to try to put regular fireworks in there if you don't, and if it's going to jam it up. So I'd make sure you have that on. And a simple blue ball, small blue ball thing set up, and you're good to go there. Over here on the explosive generator, I saw you could just put gunpowder in it. Make it super easy. No need for a crafting card or anything. We'll see if that's enough to support what we need here. But that should be good right there. And that makes a lot of big booms and big noise. I'll show you here in a second once I get back up here. So I put a bunch of deals around it so that we could not have to hear the big booms all the time. So now that we're pulling this out, you'll see it starts going again, starts booming. You can still hear it. It still ticks you and knocks you off a little bit, but it's not as bad. Nether Star Generator. That one should be super easy also. If we come right over here and throw an exporter on with Nether Star. And I don't think it takes them too fast. We need more speed upgrades. So export our Nether Stars once we hook it in. And I believe this is going to start giving us Wither. It's not right now. Maybe because it's not actually running. Yeah, there we go. I think there's like a Wither charm, though. Can we make that? So there is this charm talisman, which will prevent void, fire, wither, and poison damage. But we need to get into some cyclic to make it. So we're not going to do that right now. We're going to stay focused. We got one generator left to run. We can deal with a little bit of wither if we need to. Death generator. So this, I think we're just going to pump in zombie flesh. I think was the cheapest one I saw. So bones or rotten flesh are probably the best thing to put in. Let's see what we have most of. Looks like rotten flesh. Oh no, bones we have a bunch too. That's probably just because they're not upgraded. We could maybe even export either if we want. Do both. And it'll just export whatever it has. And I think we'll go up and we will upgrade the drawers that these are being stored in. So if we put this in... Yeah, see, we're getting ticket damage from that now. But with that going, is this... Yes, we're generating 25 million FE a tick. And we didn't even put a thing on here yet. So right now, we're just going to have this pumped into... I know you're annoying. We're just going to have this pumped into our generator network to fill up our battery over here. But once we get our SPS casing up and running, our SPS deal up running, we're probably going to... How are we only putting in 25 million when we're generating all this also? Oh, because that's only 28,000 we're getting from those. Why? That seemed like it was a lot more before. Oh, because we're lower on ethylene. That's fine. We're doing okay there. We can leave that there. We got 25 million a tick coming into this. And we will get a fusion reactor up and running too. But I think that's going to be it for today, folks. I don't know how long this episode ran. It was over a couple-day period of getting this episode recorded. So I think that probably we did enough stuff. I don't remember. What did we do in the start of the video? I don't even remember. We got automated milk set up. We got our mycelial generator, formerly known as the rainbow generator, is what it used to be called, I believe. I don't know if it's a different mod. I think it's a different mod, but it's kind of the same idea where you get a bunch up and running, and then they all power the big deal. But yeah, if you made it to this point of the video, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out today. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you got something to say, say it down below. And I'll see y'all next episode. Bye-bye.